I'm saying yes, and I'm feeding the dog again and again, right? So you're probably kind of like, what is she doing? I don't understand. So a couple things. I'm saying yes, and then I'm feeding every single time. Yes, food. Yes, food. There's a connection between the word yes and then a hot dog, or yes and a ball. The point of this is that the dog has to consider the reward high enough to where the dog is going to choose the reward over distractions in life. We want the dog to pick the hot dog, the cheese, the toy, the whatever over a squirrel, somebody passing, a cat. It has to compete. Think about food as currency for your dog. It's not that your dog is just working and doing things for you because they love you. No, dogs are very, very selfish creatures. They want to work and they want to have a reward system that means something to them. So this ideology of, oh, my dog just wants to please me. No, your dog wants to please them. Look at this dog. He's out here because he's looking for something that benefits him, right? And that's fine. We go to work because we want to get paid. You don't go to work for free. Eventually you go to work because you're like, oh, my coworkers are cool. They bring pizza on Friday, whatever. It's kind of cool, you know? But it doesn't start out like that. You go because they have the right pay. They have the right benefits. They have the right whatever. You go because you inherently want something for you out of that deal. So when it comes to the word yes, that means payment for food. Now think back to school and go back to, this is what we're doing. It's called classical conditioning. And so every time I say something, it equates out to a good thing for the dog. So think about Pavlov and his dogs, right? Ring the bell, dog salivates, dog gets the food. So it's an involuntary response that's being created. So that means that when old dude was ringing the bell, it's not that the dogs were like, I'm gonna salivate because I'm so happy for this food. No, old dude rang the bell and the dog's brain was like, oh my God, food, and salivate. And then the dog was like, oh my God, food's here, right? And the food coming. There's a prediction between me saying yes and then the dog getting fed. There's a couple different things that we have to keep in mind when we are saying the word yes. The word yes means high value treat, right? It means something that you consider amazing. So this dog, if he doesn't want this, oh, he does. If he eats this hot dog and he's like, yes, jackpot, I know that this dog considers this high value. I know that this dog will pick this food over like a squirrel. Yes, he considers it to be awesome, right? But maybe you have a husky and the husky's like, I don't like food. It's not my cup of tea, right? We can't use this. We can't say yes and then be like, here's dirt, because essentially that's what the husky considers this to be, right? So that's not, it has to be something the dog considers great. Yes. Also, the currency value will change. So inside the house, maybe the dog will eat kibble. And he's like, yeah, kibble's pretty good. Like, I'll eat that in the house, whatever. And as soon as we come outside and there's a squirrel, a kid running next to his bike, whatever, kibble might be like, that's boring, right? I need something higher value. Think about food as in having different monetary value. So think about kibble as $1, right? And think about this as like $5. Think about pieces of steak as $50, right? And then maybe mozzarella cheese is like $1,000. Yes. So it all depends on your dog's preference. Maybe your dog doesn't care about food and he's like a ball freak, right? So yes would mean ball for that dog, or a tug, or any kind, like a squeaky toy. It depends on your dog and what they consider to be valuable. Now, when you say, I'm gonna pay you, pay your dog. Think about your job. Like, I was in the military, right? And so sometimes government shutdown would happen and we're like, are we gonna get paid? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not, right? It's a pretty crappy feeling, honestly. So if your boss tells you like, hey, I'm gonna pay you on Monday, and then Monday comes and they're like sleeping on you and then you get paid on Friday, you're gonna be like, well, one, I don't trust my boss, and two, I'm not very motivated to be here. Like, this is stupid. I want to get paid so I can pay my bills, go shopping, go on vacation, do whatever I want to do. So when you tell your dog, I'm going to pay you, and then you don't, they're like, no way, I'm not doing that. That's stupid. So if you say the word, I'm going to pay you, pay your dog, because you're instilling trust and a prediction and a bond between you and your dog. If you say, I'm gonna pay you, and then you're like, no, I'm not gonna pay you, then your dog is like, I'm out of here. It sucks, you know? So when you're training your dog and if you say it at the wrong time, because we all do it, if you say you're training a sit and they accidentally do a spin or down or paw, and you say the payment word, pay your dog. It doesn't matter. They don't care that you messed up. They care if they get paid or not, right? Yes. Good. To sum it up, yes is a prediction of food. If you say it, you pay it. The currency has to be determined valuable by this guy, right? Not us. We can't say, you like mozzarella cheese and that's your treat, you know? He's like, no, bro, I like popcorn. Yes. So your dog decides. The dog decides pretty much everything. And with the word yes, when I say it, my dog is gonna come back to me, drop whatever he's doing and come back to me for the food, because that's how valuable it is to the dog. Yes. I want my dog to look at a squirrel and I say the word and the dog is like, bye squirrel, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go get my hot dog. Yes. That's how valuable it needs to be. So this is a little breakdown on the word yes. Another important thing is that the reason that we use the word yes is because it is a terminal marker. Yes. Meaning to end, right? So think about when you're at the airport and you go to the terminal. It's like where things end, right? Terminals, you like get on another plane to go somewhere else, you get off of a plane to go over here, right? Terminal means like you're done, we're changing, right? So when I say the word, the payment word, it means you're done. Come get the food from me. It does not mean stay in position and I'm gonna bring the food to your face. It means get up out of the sit that I just put you in, come to me for the food, or get up out of the down and come to me for the food. The reason this is so crucial and important is because to train a dog well, you have to get rep after rep after rep after rep, right? Same with anything. You go to the gym, you can't just lift one. I did one bicep curl. I'm good. I don't need to ever go back, right? You got to do bicep curl after bicep curl after bicep curl, or like right shoulder press after shoulder press after shoulder press. If you never do more than one shoulder press, your shoulders are not going to grow, right? So when we say the word yes and we are ending the dog's exercise, come get me or come to me for the food, that is because I want to then put them back to do it again, right? So if I say yes, your dog must leave the command. It doesn't matter if it's place, sit, down, I don't know, pretty, sit pretty, whatever. They must then exit out of that position, come to you for the food, and get their reward. Think about the word yes as fast food, right? When you go to fast food, they don't bring it out to you. You got to go to the window or you got to go inside and place your order. They're not gonna, unless it's Chick-fil-A, but you still got to drive there. Nobody's coming up to your window and is like, what do you want? You're right. You go to the drive-through window. Again, unless it's Chick-fil-A, that's the only place that I know that is like serving beyond anyone else's measures, right? They have to go get it. I'm going to post a lot more videos explaining with examples, like kind of what this means, but this is a really good overview. I have my little assistant here being just a little helpful, mostly in the way. That's the word yes. That's the active, it's called the active release. That means the dog is actively released from that position, right? So if it doesn't make sense now, it totally will. I'm going to make a lot more videos.